Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chad Godoy and today we have Miss Rose Gonzal, no? I-interviewin natin siya, tutulungan niya tayo paano mag-transition from the corporate industry into the freelancing industry or virtual assistant industry. So, Ma'am Rose, no, bigyan niyo naman kami ng konting introduction kung sino po kayo, saan kayo nakatira at paano kayo nag-transition.
Okay. Hi, guys. Good day to everyone. And hello, Chad. I'd like to thank you for inviting me and for giving me this opportunity to share and inspire other VAs like me, or even those who are not yet or opting to be a VA or do freelance someday. Um, I was in a corporate world for almost 20 years. No, I work on site 3 decades now.
Okay.
Imagine that, no? I got used to doing on-site. Everything is on-site, meeting and everything. I only started my freelancing stint when the pandemic struck. That was, ano yun, 2019 ba? 2020? Basta when the pandemic struck, because our company, I was a team manager during that time. Um, our company stopped operating. Actually, it was just like yung half lang yung operational. Some of our team members are working from home and some are not. So during that time, I was waiting for my turn to work. So I decided to set up dun sa bahay para mabilis yung I prepared the setup. But then I was still waiting, and I was thinking, oh my God, I couldn't just wait. I couldn't just, wait at home and expect I will have the same job. Fortunately, I was called naman and I started working again, but that was just uh like in a month, only for 2 weeks. So I decided to, find out about working from home, about freelancing. And I started doing that in an LLC. I was invited to be it's a customer service work there because I was in a BPO. So parang tamang-tama, di ba? It was a customer service, but I work as a project manager. No, no, not project manager. Property manager, because it's a vacation rental homes. I thought it was quite different from what I was doing in the corporate world, because um during my work on site, we were doing customer service. I was handling customer service representatives. So my expertise was really in customer service. Good thing the first virtual assistants that I had was related to customer service then. So I would say really it's not really difficult to find something as a freelancer. You can just, as a start, you can just, um, try to look for some opportunities that is somewhat related to your previous job. Like me, I handled customer service. So even if I was not very um, familiar with vacation rentals, with um, property management, I tried to, like, during the interview, I focused on my knowledge about customer service, and then I got in, fortunately. But that was, I started with a very minimal amount. During that time, it was like, I think $3.75 during that time. And I lasted for only like a few months because something happened. I think I had to go back to work na, yata, for a time I had to do on site, but I realized I could no longer do on site. So I decided to go back na naman freelancing. And during that time, I thought I would have to look for another or skill. That's what they call it, upskill, no?
Yes.
Sa
Upskill,
freelancing,
upskill po.
yeah, we do upskilling, no? Kasi sa on-site, when we do on-site, we just do, we will say refresher course or we will
Mm.
have yung mga trainings lang eh. But
Opo.
here, since I was doing ano naman, work from home, I had a lot of time. Kasi instead of traveling from home
Yes.
to the office, kasi I used to travel like how many hours? 4 hours from San Mateo Rizal to my office in Makati.
Opo.
That was almost
4
4 hours
hours
to and
balikan
fro.
na, no? Balikan.
Oo,
So, yung 4
oo.
hours kasi na yun, puwede na nating gawing trabaho dito yan, eh.
Exactly. Na-realize ko, especially kasi we stayed in Makati na
Opo.
because of yung ano, internet service. Kasi in San Mateo, the internet service is not so good then. So we decided to stay here in Makati. So I had a lot of extra time na to study kung ano yung freelancing and everything. I joined several FB groups and learned a lot from there. Kaya whenever I have like friends who would like to transition from corporate world to freelancing, I would refer them to the groups that I joined, and then those persons like now I learned. I remember I also joined your training during that time, di ba, Chad? When you
Yes.
conducted a training
Yes.
for how to start to be a VA. I
Yes.
also referred some of my colleagues, my former colleagues, to your site. So ganun lang, I shared everything, even some and I have a lot of ano na, friends na they also started doing um freelancing
Okay,
as
so,
virtual assistant.
what made you like just to recap yung mga what made you choose being a VA? Paano nag-arrive dun, no? Paano kayo nag-arrive sa mag-work na kayo sa VA? Bigla ba
Mm.
yung pumasok sa isip nyo nung nag-pandemic kasi nga naibit kayo or may nakita kayong freelancer? Paano kayo nag-arrive, no? Para pumunta dito sa industry na to?
Actually, even before the pandemic hit, I was in a group of freelancers na sa FB. But during that time, since I was so busy with my career, alam mo naman, di ba, pag sa on-site ka, talagang nauubos lahat ng oras mo. Parang the only time that you could rest is when you're at home and then you browse through your phone na lang. I would always see that those groups actually, marami kasi sila. I would always see those groups na yung mga members would say na, oh, my client is like this and like that. They give me ganito. And then I try to compute what they're getting. Yung mga sinasabi nila na there's just a small amount, but I try to compute kasi even when I was a team manager, okay, I had quite a big basic pay na noon. But when you sum it up, after all the deductions and everything, yung expenses mo, kasi
Yes.
when going out, yung corporate attire mo and
Oo,
everything,
ganun dun, eh, 'di ba? Pagka kunyari
di
sahod
ba?
mo 70K, ang labas 30K na lang.
Yeah. And then the taxes and everything, di ba? And syempre, hindi ka naman pwedeng hindi ka magbibihis.
Opo.
So, nung na-try ko mag-work, the first time that I worked as a VA, I realized that even when I just woke up, I can just do the job. And like during that time, we were also in Makati na eh. So it was just like a 15-minute walk from my work to my place. Even during that time, I really had to wake up like an hour before to prepare myself. Pero
Okay.
di ba, when you're doing freelancer, kahit na 15 minutes lang, tapos ka nang kumain and everything, then you don't even have to put on something na bibili ka pa ng mahal. Kasi you can just, wala eh. When you are a freelancer, you don't do, bihira kaming on cam.
Mm.
Bibihira lang eh. So I don't have to dress up. And most of all, I don't have to spend so much time nga doon. Kasi sayang, 1 hour is like a big thing na for a freelancer. I decided to use my extra time, reading about those things na nakikita ko dun sa mga groups, learning about, especially during that time when we had our training with you, di ba? You shared a lot of things, and then I got curious, so I also tried to search from there, and then I realized, even though I was in a corporate world for quite a long time, I used to, talk to a lot of people from different walks of life. Ano pala, I still do not know a lot of things.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
talaga palang, I realized talaga palang the internet has a lot of important things. So from then on, I started learning. I never stopped learning from the internet. Just from the
Yes.
internet alone.
Ano dito,
Kaya sabi ko,
magiging ano ka dito magiging seminarian ka.
di ba?
Mga
Sabi ko,
seminarista, oh. Pupunta ka sa seminaryo ng
sabi
mga
ko,
courses.
kasi during, when I was in the corporate world, the only time that we would learn new skills is when we are asked to join a training, and then we will be sent trainers from the US. We'll be sent trainers, we'll be sent speakers. I remember we were even visited by Sally Cordova. She's one of the best speakers during that time about ano yun, about management naman. Now, in the freelancing world, I could learn anything I want, not just about yung leadership, not just
Leadership.
about
Kasi
management.
kasi
Diba?
dito pagdating kasi sa online world, you have to you have to choose your weapon Parang ano ka ba, bow, archer,
Yes.
swordsman, tapos yun yung i-enhance mo yung skill mo as kung sino yung
Oo.
gusto mo. So pagdating kasi sa corporate, parang general kayo lahat, kahit saan pwede kayong ibato ng
General.
position, pwede kayong ilipat ng department. Kumbaga hindi kayo
Mm-mm.
masyadong, pero dito kasi hindi pwede yung ganun Kumbaga you only serve a purpose.
Yes,
Kaya
that's correct.
ano.
And you can choose talaga, di ba? Kasi in the corporate, I can go to other departments, but as a leader, always as a leader, di ba? Kasi nandun na ako. But
Mm-mm.
here, I could always, decide to change my path. Just like now, I've just started doing digital marketing,
Mm-mm.
from customer service to administrative. Alam mo yun? Kasi
Mm-mm.
way back, I started as executive assistant. Siyempre, nag-start ako, mga admin, ganyan, and until I step up to being an executive assistant. So after that, medyo parang I realized mas malaki yung pay sa BPO. I transferred na naman. So leadership naman yung naging. This time, even if I'm no longer in the management team, no, but I could choose to still be in the management team even when I'm a freelancer because I was able to do project management. I was also able to do yung property management. So
Mm-mm.
nandun pa rin, di ba? But I can also opt to do yung mga administrative tasks if I would want to. I could also do yung mga dati kasi when you say sa amin we call it band 7, yung parang um mga agents or mga assistants.
Mm-mm.
Pero sa freelancing, when you do something like that, like SEO and everything, aba, it's different, parang different level, di ba? When you
Mm-mm.
are an SEO specialist, you know a lot, di
Yeah.
ba? Parang it's not just confined, your knowledge is not just confined in something. Kasi in the corporate world, even if you say, yun nga yung upskill natin, ano pa rin within the confines of
Yes,
your
of those
industry.
walls. Yes, of those
Oo, di
walls.
ba?
Oo.
Kung ano yung industry ng company nyo, dun na. Even
Mm-mm.
if you go to a different department, higher department, or specialty department, that's still in that industry. But with the freelancing world, I like it best kasi I could be anybody I want to.
Oo, kumbaga dito kasi unorthodox ka. Hindi ka pwedeng kumbaga
Mhm. Mhm.
ang ang global kasi ang competition mo eh. So ang skill mo pang
Yes.
global din. Pang world
And you can
class.
decide, di
Oo.
ba? You can decide kung saan mo gusto. Like, there was a time nag bookkeeper ako kasi I was a graduate of of accountancy. Kaya lang hindi ko masyadong bet kasi yung mga ganong ano. Pero I also had a short period of time doon sa bookkeeping. Yung mga ganon. So pwede eh. Yun nga lang, you just have to find time to learn kasi iba yung bookkeeping doon sa on-site, iba
Mm.
yung sa online world, iba yung ginagamit na mga tools, di ba? So you just have to continuously learn, di ba? So ang naiisip ko, there's nothing I cannot learn because of the internet. So, sana gano'n lahat. Yun din yung sinasabi ko sa mga, lalo na I have a cousin na she just gave birth. I asked her to try doing this, yung freelancing, and she's successful. Nakapasok siya agad. Naka,
Mm.
and to tell you, she is a high school graduate. So, hindi my partner, hindi na tayo lalayo. My partner, he was an OFW. He
Mm.
doesn't know anything about ano. The only use of his laptop, he had a premium laptop during that time. It was a MacBook. But then he was just using it for watching TV, I mean watching movies, watching basketball and everything. I challenged him. Sabi ko, that was a very expensive gadget that you can use
Mm.
to earn money. Talagang challenge ko siya kasi sabi ko, sayang yan.
So hindi na siya bumalik,
He
no? Hindi na siya bumalik sa pagiging
hindi
OFW.
na.
Diyan na lang siya.
No, kasi sabi ko, what's the use of having yung parang, how could you have a family if lagi kang malayo, sabi ko sa kanya. Hindi na talaga. After 10 years of being an OFW, he's now doing web design and web development out of scratch, just from watching the tutorials and everything and practicing. Kasi talagang I can attest na the internet is something that we need para matuto. Siyempre, we just have to ask guidance from God kung paano tayo tuturuan. Kasi nandoon yun eh. Magkakaroon tayo ng desire to learn talaga. Yung desire in the truest sense of it. Kasi iba sabihin nila, ay gusto ko rin maging freelancer. Gusto ko rin ng ganito, ganun. Gusto ko rin kumita. But they're not really doing something about it. Kasi kumbaga walang guidance eh.
Mm.
Hindi nakatuon yung isip nila. But if one really puts their mind and their hearts into doing it, they can do it. Kasi ako nga, I'm a grandma of an 8-year-old boy na ha, imagine. So
Opo.
wala talagang
Hindi ko na
limit.
po tatanungin yung edad nyo.
Exactly. I have 2 grown-up children and then I have a grandson. Oh, imagine that. So, parang ang freelancing is hindi lang for mga young ones like you or yung mga take note, my daughter who is a 20-year-old, she also started doing freelancing. Oh,
Okay.
she is now a content
Freelance,
writer.
freelance,
Yes.
freelance family.
Oo, kaya if you will see our
Diyos,
setup here,
Diyos
here's
ko.
my office.
Oh, Diyos ko. I
Here's
mean,
my office, and then
ganda
my
niyan.
daughter nandyan sa harap ko. And then my partner is nandun sa kabilang room. Parang naging office na lahat ng sulok ng bahay
My God,
namin.
nakakaingit naman kayo. Kasi at least nagkakaintindihan kayo sa ginagawa nyo. Eh ako kasi, wala eh.
Kasi you try to share it with your family. Kasi kami nag-start lang and even my daughter-in-law, she started doing freelancing bago siya nag-corporate. Ngayon kasi pa kasi siya, naiinip pa sa bahay eh. But she started doing freelancing. As naman, yung mga nag-tutor,
Mm-mm.
we introduced her to freelancing din. Pero I know she will go back. Kasi kami, medyo tamad na kaming lumabas yung magbabiyahe, Kasi nga we're from San Jose Rizal.
Mm.
So, parang mas advantage na ganito. Kasi advantage talaga. We don't even have to go
So,
out for ano.
okay, kailangan ba ano pag nagta-transition ka, ano bang solusyon kasi merong techie problem eh. Yung iba kasi masyadong natatakot pag may masyadong yung technology natatakot sila. Ano bang mapapayo niyo sa kanila? Paano nila
Believe me, guys.
ma-approach yung technology?
Believe me, guys. Like me, di ba sa corporate chat, I know you're aware of this. Once uh, what do you call it? An employee sits on his or her desk, ready na lahat. I was
Oo.
like that. May IT. Pag may problem, tawag ako IT. I don't know anything about technology. I don't
Yes.
even know how Canva works. I didn't even know how PowerPoint works because you have someone do it for me. The only thing that I know is how to lead, how to manage people. Wala talaga. Aminin ko, hindi ko alam yan. I was very much behind with my younger colleagues kasi sila marunong sila ng mga ganun. But when the pandemic hit nga, and I started staying at home because of, you know, boredom, a mother like me who used to do a lot of things, di ba, can be very bored kapag wala nang magawa. So, I started hitting the keyboard. Kasi ako, I had computer at home before, pero hindi ko siya ginagamit. Hindi,
Mm.
andun lang. Hanggang sa nung nag-pandemic, pina-upgrade ko na lang and everything. Doon ako nag-start. Tapos
Okay.
palagi akong ano pag-check ganun. Imagine my partner who is not even very knowledgeable also. He became knowledgeable na lang din during the pandemic. And when was that? That was just barely 3 years ago, right?
Yes.
Hindi pa nga ganun katagalan. Pero ang dami mo na talagang matututunan if you really are into learning. Yun yung kailangan nating maging goal, yung hindi tayo maging huli.
Oo.
I don't know ha, kasi ako, siguro because of my age, I really don't wanna be yung maging, ano yung isip ko, magkaroon ng, ano tawag sa gano'n? Dementia and everything. So I
Yes.
try to get the help of internet. You know, I can sharpen my mind ulit using the internet. So kahit dito sa keyboard ko, whenever I try to learn something, mga shortcuts and everything, I use Google. Google talaga. Google is my friend. Ganun lang. Even when my grandson would ask me, Lola, what is ganito, ganun. Kasi he knows a lot. My grandson knows a lot because of watching kung ano-ano siguro.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. Some of the terms I don't even know. Kasi alam mo naman, yung mga millennials nga lang, daming alam na words, hindi lalo na yung mga kagaya niya. So I would search Google just to, hindi mapahiya. Kasi he looks up to me eh. It's ganun eh. Lalo na pag may mga anak kayo, you should learn how to use the internet, use Google in searching. Kasi you cannot just tell them na, oh, I don't know about that. Or mga ganon.
Yeah.
So,
So
you should search.
kumbaga guys, ang inaano ko lang to just to recap what she's saying. Nakita nyo naman
Mm.
hindi na sila ganun kabata kung titignan nyo din, di ba? Pero lahat ng
Yes.
bagay na pag-aaralan kapag nilagay nyo lang talaga yung puso't isipan nyo talaga na magfo-focus kayo sa isang bagay, matututunan nyo.
Exactly.
Huwag nyo munang isipin yung resulta.
Exactly.
Medyo diyan kasi nagkakatalo no. Kahit ako may sakit akong ganyan, iniisip ko lagi yung resulta, anong mangyayari. Yung nag-overthink ako sa isang bagay kung para sa akin ba to, para sa akin ba yan, o magiging successful ba ako diyan, kikita ba ako diyan,
Uh-huh.
mapapakain ko ba yung pamilya ko diyan sa gagawin ko. Kumbaga para sa ano, ang pinupunto lang dito is regardless of your age, regardless of how techy you
Mm-hmm.
are, is
How knowledgeable you are.
how knowledgeable you are,
Uh-uh.
makukuha mo pa rin gawin eh. Kung
Oo.
ilalagay mo talaga yung focus nandoon.
Mm-mm.
So,
And alam mo, isa pa, Chad, you have to unlearn. Like me, I learned a lot of things from the corporate world. Parang there are some things na Parang hindi naman ganyan dapat. Yung mga ganon, what you have to unlearn. Because you have to remember, this is a different world, di ba? Hindi yung lahat na nakasanayan mo would be acceptable dito sa, alam mo yun, ah,
Mm.
kung hindi ka resilient, mahihirapan ka.
Mm.
Eh, kung hindi ka, dapat marunong kang mag-adapt. Yun. Like, yung iba sinasabi nila, I don't have a computer, I don't have ano. I also started using my cell phone lang. How? I started by knowing the ins and outs muna. Kasi nga, tamad ako magbukas Chad. Tamad ako magbukas ng laptop, I mean, ng computer. Kasi, for someone who's not techie, that's a big, ano I don't know kung ganun yung pakiramdam ng iba. Ako yung pagbubukas ng computer, even yung pagbubukas ng TV, tamad ako. In other words, hindi talaga ako techie. Ayoko ng technology. I would wait for my children to open the TV. I mean, turn on the TV, and then the computer, mag-aantay pa ako na may magbubukas para sa akin. Kasi pagdating sa office, ganun nakabukas na. So I started using cell phone muna. How to do how to be a VA. What are the tools that a VA needs? What is Canva? What is ganito ganun? Phone, cellphone lang. So, habang hindi pa kailangan, ang maganda kasi sa akin noon, Chat, when I was still in the corporate world, I was browsing na talaga about freelancing. Kasi it's inviting talaga. I see a lot of people earning a lot of money and doing things like this. At first, we were thinking, oh, parang ang OA naman, parang ano naman. But at the back of my mind, I would say, I really would like to do that then. But during that time, since busy nga ako, dahil nandoon pa ako, hindi pa ako makaalis sa corporate world, all I had to do was to, browse lang. So I took the time. During that time, nag-aaral na rin talaga ako. Ang masasabi ko lang, even if you do not need this muna sa ngayon, hindi pa kailangan, do something about it na. Try to learn na agad. Kasi when the
Yes.
time comes na kailangan mo na, di ba? Yung mga may work pa sa ngayon, doing corporate jobs, we can try to start
Use
doing that.
use your time.
Diba?
Use your time
Yes.
very well.
When you are in a trip going to your work and you have your phone, instead of just browsing through the yung mga Facebook, let's use it to join the groups. That's what I did noon. I joined the groups even before I read those nila, mga post nila about that. And then I learned from that. Kasi na-curious ako, oh, the CMS that we're using, meron palang ibang version pagdating sa freelancing. Alam mo, yung
Mm.
mga ganon,
Mm.
yung curiosity ko na, oh, we're using this CMS and then sa freelancing pala is ganito, gano'n, no? We're using
Oo.
this CRM sa office, sa freelancing pala is Asana, and mga ganon, yung mga ganon.
Oo,
So,
kumbaga may pahapyaw na rin naman yan. If you work in the corporate world, you basically are using the tools that
exactly.
we are using here in the freelance industry. Magkaiba lang talaga ng interface, magkaiba lang ng mga tawag yung mga
Oo,
yan. So hindi
oo.
yan nagkakalayo-layo. Pero syempre depende pa rin sa industry kung nasan ka. Kung nasa minahan ka,
Mm-mm.
kagaya ko kasi
Mm.
nasa minahan ako, walang ganun eh. Ang suot namin
Oo.
safety equipments.
Oo,
Wala eh.
ikaw 'di ba, imagine,
Oo.
ang layo ng
So
ano mo, pero
sa
you're here.
nag-aaral ako ng pag-BBA sa gabi lang habang
Mm.
naglalaba. Hindi niyo alam.
Oh, see? Kaya nga yung mga taong kagaya mo inspired me to do the same, na parang naisip ko, if those people, at saka nauna kasi sa'kin si hubby, si partner ko,
Mm.
nauna
Mm.
siya naisip ko, if these people na wala namang, sabihin natin kagaya niya, wala naman siyang skills na masyado noon. Even talking to the client, medyo nahirapan pa siya. Papaano pa yung mga kagaya natin na, kagaya ko, marunong namang makipag-usap na sa client. So, ang masasabi ko talaga, kahit na ano pa yung current na skill mo or sabihin mo nang hindi mo na realize na skill yan, yung pakikipagchismisan nga natin, skill na yan
Skill yan
na
eh.
magagamit natin sa
Yes.
freelancing, di ba? Yung usap sa clients,
Oo.
interview.
Tsaka
It's just
regardless
like you're
guys,
doing
narinig
Marites.
regardless guys, ito kasi yung kadalasang insecurity ng mga tao, na parang iniisip nila lagi na kailangan magaling sila mag-English. Guys,
I know.
hindi naman sa ganun. Ako rin hindi naman ako masyadong magaling
No.
mag-English eh. Pansin ko
Mm-mm.
din yan, hindi ako magaling mag-English. The same yung ibang
Oh,
mga ka-teammates ko sa team namin, hindi naman masyadong magaling sa grammar, no? Yun
totoo.
nga, yung asawa ni Ma'am Rose, hindi rin magaling mag-English. So, wala
Naku,
talaga.
grabe.
Pero ang brain kasi natin, nag-a-adjust yan. Ah, yung mga brain ng mga clients natin, ng mga prospects natin, nag-a-adjust yan sa atin. Kumbaga, pinipilit kasi ng brain intindihin ng isang bagay. Kahit barok-barok yung English mo, kahit hindi pasok yung mga subject
Oo.
verb agreement. Tsaka walang perpektong
Totoo.
Englishera dito, kahit yung mga HR na yan. Huwag kayong matakot, sila rin, hindi rin sila magaling mag-English. Yung mga
O yan, maniwala ka
yung
siya.
mga nag-i-interview sa inyo, hindi rin yan magaling mag-English. Natuto na lang yan sa trabaho. So,
Oo, parang naging ano na lang, nakasanayan na lang.
oo, nakasanayan
Maniwala
na
ka,
lang.
yung mga client ni Habi ko, parang magsalita si Habi, ako napapaangat kasi sabi ko, paano ito maintindihan ng client? Pero si client sagot agad. Ibig sabihin, the time na nagsasalita si Habi, naiintindihan na siya ni client. And then sagot agad,
Oo.
walang, walang silence. Anong tawag doon? Walang silence sa usapan nila. Pero take note, kung Filipino ang nag-interview sa kanya, hindi, kung halimbawa kagaya ko, I used to do interviews doon sa work dati. Mahihirapan akong ipasa yung kagaya niya. Nakailang clients na to.
Oo nga eh.
Nakailang gawa na ng website for foreign clients.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes,
Mas
amen.
mahirap makausap ang Pinoy. True. That's why I'm very passionate na
Ang hirap
magbigay
ang hirap
ng
makapasa sa
ano,
interview pag Pinoy ang nag-i-interview. Tandaan niya
exactly.
guys. Pagka
Oo.
foreigner,
Mahirap ang kausap.
ikaw na.
Oo, the more
Oo.
nahirap ka, kasi nasubukan ko yun siya.
Sasalain nila
Nadala
eh.
ako.
Sinasala kasi nila.
Mm, nasubukan ko yun siya, nadala ako ng conversation, so ang bilis ko na makipag-usap. Di ba ganun tayo? Pagka foreigner kausap natin, sa umpisa parang hirap tayo. Pag tagal, ang bilis na, ganun. Hindi ako nakapasa. Ang nakuha, yung hindi masyadong magaling mag-explain. Oh,
Mm.
so, hindi lahat ng magaling magsalita ng
Yun ang
is
natatanggap. Kasi
yun
nga,
ang
you have to show
pupush.
your flaws. Ang tao kasi,
Mm.
regardless ng anong ethnicity niyan o saang country ang galing, they help the people who are yung hindi ka galingan. Kaya yun ang pinipili nila.
Oo.
Parang yung mga binubugbog sa yun nga yung sa pelikula. Kung sino yung bidong
Oo.
binubugbog, parang yun yung gusto nating i-cheer, 'di ba? Yun yung pinipili natin,
Mm.
yung inaapi.
Tsaka kasi nakikita nila yung desire ng taong yon
Oo,
na
yun
matuto,
yun.
mas masipag. Ako inaamin ko, si Habi, mas ano siya, mas, what do you call that, porsigido.
Oo,
Mas
iba yung
porsigido siya
concentration,
kapag may
iba yung
nakita siya.
concentration niya lalo na ngayon na nandito na siya, nakapasok na yung paa niya
Mm-mm.
doon, dalawang paa na both feet. Iba na 'yan, iba ng yun nga, amen, amen na 'yan.
Kaya,
Darat
kaya yung
darating na
iba
yung pera.
na, oo, kaya yung iba na natatakot, no guys, don't be, kasi talagang, I'm telling you, marami na akong nakilala. That's why si Habi mahilig siyang mag-sponsor, like mga pamangkin, mga kakilala niya, tuturuan niya. Kung willing magstay dito sa bahay, tinuturuan niya. Talagang ini-introduce niya yung
Mm.
kasi nga naman, ang sarap i-share. Alam mo yun, it's so fulfilling na makita na may ibang tao. Kaya ikaw, Chad, I understand how you feel about helping other people. Yung kahit na puyat ka, you would spend time doing things like this. Kasi iba yung feeling, di ba? Na meron kang
Yes.
tao na malalaman mo na, wow, they started from nothing, they started from scratch. Pero just because of what you've been telling them, ayan na.
Kumbaga
Sobrang na-inspire ako dun sa
nagma-materialize
mga
na sila na yung nakaka-witness eh.
Mm,
So yun lang.
mm.
Okay, to
So
sum up,
fulfilling.
I'm going to give you the last few words to those people who are in the midst ng paghihirap nila kung paano nila i-figure out to. Ano po yung ang huling masasabi niyo sa kanila para at least ma-inspire naman sila.
Well, foremost, you ask for God's guidance para magawa nyo kung ano yung mga gusto nyo talagang gawin. Make Him your leader. Siya talaga dapat magli-lead sa life nyo. And then, kapag narinig nyo na kung ano yung sinasabi niya sa inyo, follow it. Huwag naman tayong sabihin natin na porque cellphone lang yung hawak natin, wala pa tayong laptop and everything, wala na tayong gana. Kasi from there, we could, alam ba, marami na tayong alam, we know, things, how to start. Andun na yung magiging drive natin, di ba, Chad? We will have
Yes.
the drive to secure other equipment, other knowledge na makakailanganin natin. So start from praying for guidance and don't fail to use the internet. Everybody has a cell phone. I don't believe na merong walang cellphone. Kasi paano nakaka-chat, even if you're just a chatter, yung mag-send lang ng kung ano-ano dyan. Instead of doing those things, yung mga kung ano-ano lang na ginagawa natin sa cellphone, try to search. Try to yung find out kung ano yung makakatulong sa inyo. Use the internet. Yun lang yung ano natin. Gamitin wisely ang internet.
Okay.
Yun ang
Very very powerful very powerful and resourceful idea yung binigay nyo so thank you guys for watching sa mga nakikinig. We have 10-day virtual assistant training in our YouTube channel. Kung gusto niyo matutunan, you want some introduction on how this industry works, we have the free training, the 10-day VA training. Punta lang kayo sa YouTube page natin. We have that in our featured video, yung training na yun. So yung day 1, yun yung pinaka-featured natin. So again, thank you Miss Rose, and thank you for those people na nagtiyagang panoorin ito hanggang huli. At sana maging freelancer kayo in the future. Yun lang po. Salamat and have a nice
God
day.
bless.
God bless you guys.